if that was me. Though I think the person that benefits the most from this is Zeke, because you can't stack 8 in the box now.
Right.
You can't. I mean, before Dallas wide receivers, if I had the confidence in my secondary, I'm playing the man all day, and I'm stacking 8 in the box.
Yeah.
But you can't do that now. So I think the biggest person that's going to benefit from this is Zeke.
True. Yeah, definitely. And you're right. He's definitely trade worthy right now. Trade him out there. Somebody gonna offer you something dumb. Take it, because you'll be waiting a couple of weeks before I think this Amari Cooper thing pays off. So just go ahead and take it, and something you don't have to worry about the up and down, because this could all be messed up and nobody benefits. He's still out there trash. Dak still can't throw the ball, and everybody piling on Zeke. That still could happen. So
Trade
get him out of here while the talk is high. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that. But it's some other trades going on. Oh, Carlos Hyde.
Yeah. Speaking of trades, I'm sorry. I'm gonna vent a little bit real quick because I'm a little irritated.
Hey,
A
man,
couple of guys in my league said they listen to our show. And I want to give a special fuck you to the dudes that's in my league right now, because I got a trade offer for James Conner, and dude was going to give me Carlos Hyde and Stephon Diggs.
Right.
And dude, I lucked up because all right, I have 12 people in my league, including myself.
Right.
It should be no reason why 11 people in my league vetoed the goddamn trade.
Everybody was against it.
Everybody's against me, dog. That's how it is when you at the top.
You win it, huh?
Everybody is against you, and you know what? Yeah, I'm saying fuck them off of GP, because really they really saved me, because Carlos Hyde going to Jacksonville, I probably would have fucking flipped shit. I'd have lost my mind. So they really did save me in the long run. I'll take that.
So what was the trade, though?
What? The trade offer?
They was going to give you Stephon
Diggs and Carlos Hyde for James Conner. And I thought that was a pretty good trade, considering that Le'Veon might be coming back, and I didn't want to take the risk of holding him.
Right. So the people in the league thought that was BS, because they're like, well, James Conner, that nigga ain't, he may not be doing, we don't know. We have no clue what's going on, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But, I don't know. That's crazy. I'm thinking, would I have vetoed? I don't veto anything. Let me get my shit off, because I went through the same thing. I don't think nobody should be vetoing trades. Like,
bro, only haters veto trades.
Yeah,
listen to me. If you out there vetoing trades, you a snitch. And you deserve everything that's bad that's going on in your life right now.
Bro, I promise you. That's the only reason you're out there vetoing, because you ain't confident in your own shit. Okay? If another man on this league is making some bad decisions or good decisions, that's not your business. You make good decisions and stay away from the bad decisions. That's what your job is as managing a team. Guess what? Coach John Gruden just traded away Amari Cooper, his best wide receiver. You understand? Do you think the Chiefs jumped up and vetoed that trade? Do you think the Eagles got up and was like, hey, you can't be doing that. You trying to give Dallas a advantage in our conference. They didn't say shit. You know why? Because that ain't their goddamn business. Mm-hmm. All right? Same thing for fantasy. Leave these people alone, bro. Let them either fuck up or improve their teams as they have the capability to, and you just work on yours. That's what football is about. Okay.
I ain't asking for a lot. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just asking for people to mind their own motherfucking
Facts, man. Facts. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't get down like that.
Nah, but it saved me in the long run, because
Carlos Hyde is in
that trade. Carlos Hyde to Jacksonville.
And you know who benefits most?
Nick Chubbs.
You goddamn right. Nobody on Jacksonville. Nick Chubbs. Nick Chubbs benefits the most. I think we called him he was a catfish a while back, a couple weeks ago.
But you know what? We was right, because he was a catfish because he had that one rush, and I think he dropped like 22 points.
Everybody wanted to go grab him.
Exactly.
Which he didn't do anything. And he wasn't going to do anything until now his opportunity has arrived.
Exactly.
So,
because I wouldn't have never guessed that trade was going to come up. Now, I would have thought that it was a better chance of Carlos Hyde getting hurt. But he's not even that type of back that get injured often. So
Right.
I didn't think Nick Chubb was going to be starting for a while.
True.
But if you held on to him, you won.
Yeah, you did. You won the long game by luck because this wasn't foreseen. There was no reason for it to happen, except for coaches trying to see the real long game and get into these draft picks and everything. But Nick Chubb, he's definitely going to become a very solid, dependable. I wouldn't, as dependable as a Browns player can be. Running back.
So you got jokes. I'm gonna be honest with you. My wife's a Browns fan, and I give her shit about it. And yeah,
hold the fuck up. You telling me you live in a household where there's a Lions fan and a Cleveland Browns fan?
Okay, just gonna be disrespectful.
I mean, on the Super Bowl, do y'all just like flip Halloween, hang skeletons out in the front, shit like that on Super Bowl Sunday, as opposed to I don't know what type of things will go on with those two fans in the same house. Do y'all even argue with each other about it? Because I mean, at the end of the day, y'all both got. You know what? We ain't gonna talk about your house. Let's go.
I welcome it. I tell you what about a Browns fan. Yeah. You got a Browns fan. You got somebody that's loyal.
You right.
They gotta be. They gonna be with you through thick or thin.
She ain't going nowhere.
They gonna find a reason to work it out with you. They ain't going nowhere. Rock bottom. My wife can come home and I could be smoking an 8-ball right in front of the kids.
They give you
you know what, baby? We're gonna get you some help.
They gonna give you the Johnny Manziel treatment. Give you all kind of chances. Shout out to your wife, real trooper. All right, God damn, boy, you dumb. You dumb. All right, but yeah, Nick Chubb, if y'all got him, you won the long game. He's a starter going forward. Definitely put Nick Chubb in the game. Carlos Hyde, say your prayers.
Yeah, I wouldn't start him, man. I wouldn't. You talking about a new running back? He still got to learn defense. They didn't even start him last week because he was that fresh. I mean, if you in a situation to where you really have to start him, I guess it depends on what your bench look like. But if you're in a situation where you have to start Carlos Hyde, you ain't going to the playoffs nowhere.
Right.
So I mean, I'm just being honest, man, because Jacksonville right now, their offense is atrocious.
Yeah,
and,
they are.
And it's really fucking up the defense, and that's who's not benefiting from the offense being so lackluster is Jacksonville's defense.
Right.
Because you're talking about before the past few years, you'll grab Jacksonville's D, and you know you're good. You're gonna hold their defense until you get a bye. You grab a different D for a bye week, and then you're back with rolling with Jacksonville's D.
Yeah,
for the most part.
They've given up 70 points over the last 2 weeks.
Dude, but you know what? A lot of that, it goes to show you it doesn't matter how good your defense is. If your offense can't move the ball and they constantly putting, and then they giving that other team good field position,
you're going to wear down the defense. No matter how good they are, they're going to get tired, and they're not going to be effective, which is what's happening to them.
All those 3-and-outs, bro.
Yeah. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Yeah. So, Carlos Hyde, you might be able to get a flex off. You might be able to get a flex off of him. He's still going to be spelling between him and Yeldon. So, I mean, it's yet to be seen about how useful he's going to be and if he's going to improve, but I don't see it happening because they got other issues on that offense.
I personally think that T.J. Yeldon is going to be the starter and Carlos Hyde is there for backup.
That's a possibility too. They might. Hey, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
And then what you going to do when Leonard Fournette is actually healthy and he come back?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's too many factors to go into to that. If I would personally shop Carlos Hyde around. Look for that's good trade bait right there because the name you'll get something decent based off the name alone.
Gotcha. So that's most of the trades that went on. But while we talking about running backs, Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray had about last 2 weeks some really decent gameplay. Even his small chunk yardage was adding up. He was getting fed not regularly enough for a high powered offense like that. And then he broke a couple of tackles and had some big gains as well. So his value has been consistent over the last 2 games. Where does that put him? Is he somebody that is a must start now?
No,
I don't know. What you
no,
think?
you can't be a must start when everything depends on what your true starter, the health of your true starter.
Right.
Now, I would say he's a must start if Dalvin Cook isn't good to go. So as long as Dalvin Cook is on the bench, I would start Latavius Murray. Absolutely.
True.
But when you say a must start in terms of at some point, this man is going to come back healthy. Because I think it's a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those are serious, and they do take some time to heal. But at the same time, it's not a season-ending injury. So I would ride Latavius Murray for as much as you can. And as soon as Dalvin Cook is back, I'll see what else is out there on that waiver wire. Because otherwise, he's just kind of holding up a bench spot for you.
True. Because when Dalvin Cook is in the game, he fits right into that offense, exactly what they need. Faster, more versatile, and goes along with their heavy passing offense. They pass to Dalvin Cook as well. So, when he comes back, Murray's gone, which is like he has been. Like before when he was there, Latavius Murray wasn't doing shit. Well, actually, the last time Dalvin Cook was healthy, I don't think Latavius Murray was on the team. So
no, he was. He was there last year.
But Dalvin Cook wasn't healthy last year, was he?
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, he was out last year. So this is the first year Dalvin Cook coming back, expecting big things from him. Got injured again, unfortunately. So they didn't have both of them at the same time for a long period of time, besides earlier this year. And at that time, Latavius Murray had no value. So you can probably expect the same thing to happen when he comes back. But, speaking of injuries, though, it's some big injuries this year. I mean, this week. Sony Michel for the New England Patriots, rookie running back, having a great year. I mean, I was jealous that I don't have this guy on my team. Once he got into the lineup, he's been amazing, especially in an offense where you got Tom Brady. The running backs normally don't get this much burn on the ground as much as he was. Like their running backs were always good for certain things, like getting passes out the backfield. Brady's gonna find them and they're gonna skate in there. Like not James White, what's the other guy? Deion Lewis. Mm-hmm. Deion Lewis is one that I would say benefited from the type of play of a Tom Brady on that type of team. Sony Michel, I think, is the next one that was benefiting very, very well. It's sad to see him go down, honestly, but he's hurt. Who do you pick up?
You said who I'm picking up?
I mean, James White steps in that place, and James White had a hell of a game once he went out.
But James White isn't going to be on anybody's waiver wire. I don't care if you're in a 10 or a 12-man league. If James White is on your waiver wire, then it's a bunch of people, and I can guarantee you that league is not a money league.
Right.
I guarantee you it's just a bunch of people around the office that don't really know football, and they just want to do fantasy because everybody doing fantasy.
Right. So is this the time to trade White? I don't think Sony's coming back.
Nah, I would definitely. White goes into a must start. Right. I feel like he becomes a must start now.
Yeah. He had a big game, and he's familiar with Tom Brady. They have a good chemistry, and he works just as well as a Deion Lewis did before they got rid of him. So,
absolutely.
James White, if you got him, paid off. You played the long game, and it played off. Good for you. Start him. Must start. What other injuries we got? Oh, man. Marshawn Lynch, the Beast. The beast is broken.
The beast is broken.
The beast is broken.
It's just not funny.
It's damn shit.
Marshawn's my dude, dog. Like,
I fuck with him.
Marshawn is like the realest guy. Like when you see him in like any interview or anything off the field,
he's hilarious.
He's the coolest guy to be around, man. So like for me, that one hurt. The beast is broken.
Yeah, he is, man. It's a shame. It's really a shame. I fuck with Marshawn Lynch. But he's down on a team who just traded Amari Cooper. Who's there? You got Doug Martin, Jalen Richard. I think Richard is going to come out as the passing back, and Doug Martin may get some hard yards up the middle. but I don't think either one of them are going to become a major fantasy impact.